What is going on today, guys? Stix10 here. We're going to talk a little bit about Castform. Want to see if it's any good in the meta with Weatherball. Specifically, we're looking at Fire or Sunny Castform with Weatherball or Fireball, whatever you want to call it. So here we go, getting right into the battles. Steelix versus Laparis. This is not a good matchup, but we do put some damage down, bust some shields. And there we go. Gonna go down. It is Water Gun Laparis, so in a bad spot there. So there we go. Go down. He almost went down for the count. No shield. Didn't use any shields. There's Castform. We're gonna use another shield there to block the Surf, but we do take it down. He brings in Lucario and then switches immediately to Olin Marowak, which may have been a mistake there. Thanks again, Dustin, for these battles, just testing some of this stuff out. Went a little off meta on some of these, as you'll see later in the video. Just testing some different things out. You can see Bone Club, super effective against Castform. We bring out Lucario. He has 2 shields, I have none. So there we go with a power-up punch. Not very effective. And this should take me out there. There's the end of that battle. The end. Definitely a weird lineup for me. So we lead with Laparis this time. The Laparis I'm using right now has Ice Shard. Wasn't really necessary for him to swap, which is giving me the switch advantage. So here we bring in Castform. He does a power-up punch. You can see it doesn't do a ton to me, and my Ember is doing quite a bit. It would do more if it was Fire Spin or something like that, what Charizard has, but for what it's doing, it does kind of work. And there you can see we did win in a 1 shield, but we did have to use a shield where he didn't use one. So, and there he brings out Charizard. We're going to go down to the Dragon Claw there, which is fine to waste some of that energy. And then here we go with Laparis, bringing in those Surfs. And unfortunately, if we had Water Gun, we'd be doing a lot better here. We do have to spend a shield to block what I thought was going to be a Blast Burn, but it was a Dragon Claw. And then we hit another Surf. He uses another shield, so now nobody's got shields. He brings out Steelix. Interesting swap there, because Surf is going to do quite a bit, but he's preserving his Charizard for my Lucario, which obviously I brought out Lucario. I now have a power-up punch fully done, but I was able to get to a Shadow Ball, which is going to end the match there. So I did get switch advantage there, which gave me the win there. Definitely helped out for sure. And we get Steelix versus Altaria. Definitely a positive matchup for me. He switches to Laparis with Water Gun. And so I do need to switch out here, build up a little bit of energy there. This is going to be a Surf, so I can definitely tank that. No problem. And we're just going to spam away here with the air, with Sky Attack, I mean. And there you go. It does quite a bit. This is going to be an Ice Beam, I think, if he's got Ice Beam on it. There we go, and it is. He did have, obviously, built up enough energy. That's the one thing, since he doesn't have a double legacy, or doesn't have Ice Shard on his, which would be double legacy. That gives me the advantage there in that battle, because Water Gun is actually, I resist Water Gun. Altaria does. So here we go, bringing out the crunches. Get a shield there, and get another crunch off. And you can see Crunch doesn't do a lot, but our Dragon Tails are, and Crunch is doing a decent amount. Here's Lucario. We switch out and into Castform. We're going to let that power-up punch come through. And then here's our Weatherball. Let's see, does he block it? He does. But he's going to go, oh, he gets another one off. And so we do block it, just because I did want to. It wasn't necessary to block it there, because I could have taken him out. Well, but I forgot my Steelix was almost dead. So definitely a good use of shields, because you can see I barely survived with a sliver of health. So we did win that match with Castform. I feel like Castform is honestly just a little bit worse version of Charizard. You could, I'm not running a second move on it, and it's not fully powered up. It's like 1370 right now. So you could run a second, You could a second move like Energy Ball or something like that to throw people off. I think that's the main thing it's going to do, is just throw people off of what you're trying to do. Most people aren't prepared for Sunny Castform, obviously. So here we go, getting some Dragon Claws. Went with Flygon. I haven't really tested it out a whole lot. Obviously, I don't have a second move on it still. Probably will not be using it. So we're just hitting Dragon Claws. Not doing a ton of damage. But did take Olin Marowak down quite a bit. So we go into Melmetal, which is going to go down fairly quickly. But we do take it down with a Thunderbolt. But there we go, we're down for the count. And we have Castform left, which definitely, here we go, hit a Weatherball there. So there we go, and not very effective, obviously, because fire resists fire. And this should be a Dragon Claw from him. So you can see we do tank the Dragon Balls. Actually, it is a little tanky for being Castform. So we can put out quite a bit of energy. And let's see if we might actually win this match. So there you go. We did actually beat Charizard in kind of a 1v1 there with a little bit of energy. And we actually lost, obviously, because Laparis came out. So here we go with Sealeo versus Flygon. We've got Water Gun on Sealeo right now. I definitely think Powder Snow is the better move for it. It does charge up Body Slam a little bit faster. Obviously, Body Slam not as effective in this tournament, but still has value, I feel like, because it very spammy. You can see definitely in this situation, it does just fine, and we don't have to. Do have to shield that so we can win this. So there's our first shield. We've got one shield on that, and we did win with a sliver of health. Probably won't get to anything else. May have just wanted to. And there you can see now we're kind of just messing around with some off-meta picks. Combuskin, obviously not a good matchup there for it. Because honestly, Sealeo almost took it all the way down with its thing. And then Laparis, which obviously is same typing as Bastiodon, but definitely not good. Unfortunately, it just doesn't have the proper moves. And so here we go. I'm going to bring out Frostlass, and he brings out Bronzong. Bronzong's good in this situation. You got to watch out for Shadow Ball, which obviously I hit right away because Powder Snow does charge it up very quickly. And so, boom, Bronzong is down for the count. And he brings out Magcargo, which is going to give me issues. So we hit Avalanche fairly quickly. He blocks it, so we do get a shield there. Get a little extra damage and a shield, so not bad from that. Bring out Castform. I don't have a good answer for Magcargo. I do not believe, I forget what I brought. Oh, I brought in my other Pokemon is Laparis, so obviously nothing is going to be very effective against this, and so we're just going to lose probably. You can see we doing a little bit of damage there. I don't have the right moves on it because I think it'd be better. Well, actually, maybe I do have the right moves. I don't remember what the better moves are, but Rock Throw obviously is the best move on it. It acts kind of like what's his face, Bastiodon, but just not as good, honestly. So here we go. Castform comes out. This is a loss for us. There's just no way we can overcome the difference here with a resisted move in Weatherball. You can see it does almost nothing. Whereas if you had Charizard in this spot, Dragon Claw would at least be doing super effective damage. So lose that match. And then here we go. So Lucario versus Olin Marowak. We do get a quick power-up punch in. Not very effective, obviously. But our main goal here is we're going to shield that. So Bone Club. And he is running Hex on his. So, and we hit another power-up punch. Okay. Interesting. And then we shield again. I don't remember this one. So he had a Shadow Ball, which would have knocked us out. And I think we're going to try to go for a Shadow Ball. Nope, we're not going to get to it because he gets to a Bone Club first. So that's why I think Hex is the better move on Alolan Marowak, just my opinion. But here we go with a Kingdra. Still testing it out. Obviously, it needs Outrage, but I don't have any Charge TMs at this point. But Water Gun is okay. It's a pretty quick move. I do like it. Waterfall is probably a little better, but Water Gun charges up your moves a little faster, but it does take forever to get to charge moves on Kingdra, so just keep that in mind if you're going to use it. And there we go. We're almost there. And he gets to another Surf. So, oh, we actually hold on to get to Hydro Pump, which... Okay, we got to use the energy and take him down at least. He brings out Steelix. And we have Castform, so let's see how it does against Steelix. This will be an interesting matchup here. We hit the Weatherball. He blocks it, so there we are down all the shields. He's going to hit Earthquake, and we're gone. That's super effective to us. GG. Bye-bye Castform. So, and here we go with the... Steelix v Steelix. So this is going to be a game here where we have to bait some shields out and see if we can get the him to block the correct ones. So here we go. We're going to block that because I'm pretty sure it's an Earthquake. It is. So there we go. We now have the energy advantage, and here's our Earthquake. If he doesn't block it, he'll go down. There we go. Oh, and he got to another crunch. He hung on just barely. So had 2 HP there. So good stuff right there. Got Laparis. That's going to take me down. But we do get off a crunch. So we're either going to shield or get a little bit of damage. Not a whole lot, you know. But you're doing something. And that's a bonus for that. So here we go again with the Kingdra. Just trying it out, seeing if I like it. Water Gun is an interesting move. Waterfall, like I said, does a little more damage, but doesn't charge up the moves as fast, which on Kingdra may not matter because it takes forever to get to the moves. So here we go. We hit a Hydro Pump, and he blocks it, so he has no shields, and I have 1. We're going to go down, there you go, to Water Gun. And here comes Castform. Block this because it's going to be Surf and I don't want to die instantaneously. And we do have a Weather Ball charged up, and it's a Bastiodon. So yeah, that did nothing. Bye-bye Castform. We'll hit some more. You can see it does some damage, but I honestly think there's a lot better things to use in this situation. Obviously, we're taking super effective damage from the rocks, but we're not taking double super effective damage like Charizard would be. So you're going to survive a little bit longer, but still just not a good matchup. So here we go, Steelix versus Alolan Marowak. Definitely a positive matchup for us, especially since he has Hex. He did switch out to Lucario, so we're going to switch out after that, but we did get a shield. Definitely positive there. There's our Castform doing work. And we're not going to block this, and you can see it does quite a bit to us, but we are taking him down, and we get another Weather Ball. Let's see if he uses his next shield. He does not, so we do take down Lucario in that situation and get a little bonus damage there on Laparis. We are up 1 shield, so that does help us in the match. And let's see who we bring out, kind of waiting on that shield. There we go, Lucario, or waiting on that switch to change. And Power Up Punch, he blocks it. But there we go. He brings out Alolan Marowak. We're going to block. And if we can get to this Shadow Ball, we should be able to win. Actually switch out. We do not have to block this because even though it's super effective, we're so bulky, we can take quite a few Bone Clubs before we're worried about it, and our crunches get off fairly quickly. There's another Bone Club. I will have to shield the next one if he brings something out, and he brings out his Lapras with Surf. after we KO that. And there is our power-up punch, so that's GG, 1 shield remaining. And that's the end of this video. Thanks guys for viewing, and like, subscribe.